Hi, it's Lawrence Schaffler here from Boating New Zealand magazine. Today we're on the 6-meter Stryda catamaran, an amphibious catamaran, and I'm with one of the owners of the company, Warren Farr, and he has told us a little bit about this vessel. She's unusual in that she's a different configuration from the conventional 6-meter catamarans that they produce. This is a center console model done for a client in Australia. But she's very interesting, and I suspect she'll be the first of many more.
Yeah, we were always aware of the different configurations that people would need on a boat, and we thought we'll start off with what we knew, which is that hardtop concept, give you the best cover in all sorts of weather. And then this particular customer, he lives in North Queensland, so it's very hot. He still wanted the full cover that the cabin models can provide, so he just wanted the walk-around feature as well as the spacious cockpit layout. So the center console, with his input, came to this.
Yeah. So effectively, this is the same hull as your previous 6-meter vessels, with the center console configuration that's changed.
Correct. So this is exactly the same hull. All we've done, we've involved our naval architect to make sure everything we do, it's going to perform as good or even better than the Cat. But mostly it covers or ticks all the boxes that the customer requires. Yeah.
Did he want something specific? What sort of fishing does he do in Queensland, for example?
Fishing's not high on his priority. You could see that the roof's been extended well aft to just above the transom there, and that's just to keep the family and everybody out of the harsh sun. But mostly the thing he really wanted was a layout that was family friendly. There was seating fore and aft as well as up forward there. There's a head that's been mounted for him on the port side there. So yeah, it's small things, but it's stuff that makes him own the boat rather than just an off-the-shelf production model that he's been trying to get.
So the fact that he specified he wanted the walk around, I mean, that presumably makes it a little easier to fish as well, in the sense that I don't know what sort of fish you might be catching, but you can walk right around this vessel.
Correct, yeah. Up forward there we've got what we call a casting platform, and the bow rails are inset as well, so you can lean against them when you're standing up to cast. So that's just the small little things that we try to ensure. Safety is always paramount with every design we do, but make sure the practicality is not impeded by anything else. And having this extended roof gives us the opportunity to store anything he wants up the top. For him specifically, it's for the extended camping trips. We've got handrails up top, sort of like roof racks, so you can strap everything down. But that rear ladder is just accessed up to the top.
And the drive technology, what legs are you using on this vessel now?
So this is the Orion system that we use. So we're the only ones that offer the full four-wheel drive amphibious system. This one is a little bit special. This is our Generation 2 system, and a lot of the input that our previous customers have given us, we've taken all that on board and matched it up with the system that is not only light years above everyone else, it's the focus on the customer and the intuitiveness, the low maintenance, the self-diagnostic, and the user interface is rather unique.
It's intuitive in the sense that it helps you make a decision as to when you might lower your wheels or raise them? Or?
It's intuitive in that it gives you a lot more ease in maneuvering the boat, whether you're going in or out of the water. It takes away a lot of that stress that then the customer initially feels until they familiarise with their craft. We're trying to eliminate that, as well as give you a more automated experience rather than have to press certain buttons. Now we've got a full auto up and an auto down function. So as you go in, start your outboard, auto up, wheels are up, and off you go. It takes that whole distraction of navigating through the outboard as well as the amphibious system.
Right. So the legs haven't changed in terms of the ones that you've used before?
Yeah, so everything is an overhaul. So the Generation 2 is a full overhaul. We've got bigger cylinders. The design of the legs is more robust. Bringing the wheels inboard, with a lot of amphibious boats with wheels sticking out, they tend to catch on a following sea. And where does that spray go? It goes over the screen and into the cockpit. So by putting the wheels inside, not only does it eliminate that, but it also shortens our wheelbase. So it increases our turning circles, which guys are trying to get into their garage. It's a bit of a navigating hazard, to get in and out. We integrate our boarding ladders into our legs, so you can put the wheels down while you're out swimming and get in and out of the water very easily.
Drive motor, it's a 40 horsepower Briggs & Stratton, which is slightly more powerful than the conventional ones out there. Does that give you longer run time or anything?
Yeah, I mean, the longer run time is because of what we've done to the Amphibious system and how we've encased it and cooled it. You know, a lot of our R&D has gone into to make sure there's no potential to experience overheating or anything like that. The motor itself is quite unique to us. It's one of the only ones that can be supplied to us because of the spec, how it's designed to run with our system. No one else in the world can get it, so it's quite cool. So your steering is still maintained through the outboard. We do that for a reason. It just, you know, when you're on the water, it's good to have both steering on one, because if you're coming into a surf beach where you having to correct the boat as well as worry about steering with the joystick, you're steering two components. So having it all in one means you can stabilize the boat, correct it, or direct it to any position you want, especially in a high stress situation on a surf break or something like that. You know? So this is our RPM controller now, and start stop is just a simple press and press again to turn off. It also acts as an e-stop or emergency stop, so you just bang that and the motor will shut down. All your display output is governed by the screen, so it gives you your drive load that you're introducing into the system, RPMs and extra. So auto functions, so wheels up, and auto down, that's all wheels down and all wheels up, and then you can individually control stern up, stern down, bow up and bow down. Joystick function is forward drive, that's neutral, and obviously rear drive. And that button there is our diff lock function, which maintains even flow through all the wheels.
Fantastic. The fact that you got a 300 horsepower Yamaha on the back?
Yep.
Is he specified that, the owner?
Yeah, he's given us a little bit of scope to recommend the ultimate performance platform. We like to have a little bit more horsepower than what's required, because there's always that day when you have everyone on board, it blows up, and on a following sea or something like that, it's always good to have a little bit behind you to punch through it. And you know, Yamaha was a clear choice for this guy, and you know, the support and service here is pretty next to nothing. So it's always good to have a motor that's spec'd a little bit higher, so you're not working it so much.
Yeah. What does that translate into on the water? I mean, she's planes pretty easily, but flat out, you're doing 40 knots plus?
Yeah, we're doing 39. Yeah, we're knocking on the door on 39. The design of the Cat was never to have a fast seagoing vessel. Our focus was comfort and economy at cruise. The Cat's in a foil assisted, as well as we run the zip wake trim tabs, and they help as well to maintain that roll in on turns. And New Zealand doesn't lend itself to, you know, summer all year round, which you know, fortunately North Queensland does. So there will be the hard fishers and boaties that want that space without compromise. So that's what this will be perfect for.
John Ecclestone from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.